Let's go!
Oh man. Almost 3 weeks. Ah, that's good. Good. 3 weeks away from Final Fantasy VII Remake. And they're still dropping shit. The interesting thing for me is that Square is showing off even more stuff. It was like, everyone was kind of complaining, they're showing off everything. And that was actually pissing people off. There's too much in the trailers. There's too many things they're showing off. We've seen the whole game. And then they're like, here's this behind the scenes video. And now we're gonna start showing you towns. At this point, I saw like a little bit of the behind the scenes video, and I think we're gonna have to go back and review it just because it's something that's been officially released from Square. But now they're like, okay, the whole thing that we're gonna show off is lower plate life, and that's it. But we're gonna talk about upper plate life a whole bunch. Like even Nomura had a point in this interview behind the scenes saying that the thing that he was always kind of upset with and wanted to see from the original Final Fantasy VII was what it looked like up above. And you only very briefly get to see it at the beginning and also returning to Midgar at the end of the game. And he said that's something that they wanted to explore. They don't even say that that's what they're doing. They don't even say that. And they don't even show anything from the upper plate. All they show is slum life, which is actually kinda cool. Slum life, near Seventh Heaven, some side quest areas, characters you talk to, stuff like that. And it was weird for me, as soon as I saw this in the behind the scenes video, I sort of turned it off. I was just like, whoa, okay, boop, X this shit out. I'm seeing stuff that I have never seen before. I'm seeing stuff that I personally kind of want I kind of just want to be surprised by. So, all I'm gonna say is that I watched anytime gameplay showed up, I skipped it, and I was just like, you know what, no, I don't want to watch anymore. There's other stuff that's come out that we can actually talk about, but in this behind the scenes video, they show some shit, right? There's actually quite a bit of shit shown. Shit. I think I just want to be surprised by that stuff. I think I'm done. I've already seen a lot. I've seen all of Chapter 1 and 2. I've seen quite a bit after that, but a lot of the stuff that I haven't seen, which is the stuff I'm excited about, is to see like all of this stuff in between. To see how everything sort of pulls its way together. And there is quite a bit of that, apparently, within the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. So they show some shit, and I saw a little bit, and I'll just tell you my impressions. It looks like a vibrant, well-thought-out, big-ass place. We've already heard from the devs that there's going to be environmental, like, vehicles and stuff. You can travel to places. So, I want to talk about it. I want to, like, get into it. But when it comes to this behind-the-scenes, like, remake stuff, I think I'm gonna personally hold off. Like, I want to know more, and I know everyone else has seen it, and everyone wants me to talk about it. I think, okay, let's just show off one. Let's just do one. Okay, how about that? Let's just look up one FF7 Remake making of Part 1. Let's just watch one little sequence. And I'm gonna see if I can show you guys what I'm talking. Just one! Just one! Shut up, chat! Come on! Work with me here! So, this is the FF7 Remake behind the scenes video. And it's very good. It's talking about, like, the legacy of the game and how the developers are working out the issues of the game. And it does have something that I want to discuss. It's a very thought-provoking interview between the original producers, the original developers, the new developers, and the new blood that is working on the game. The cool part is that they have... I'm gonna rub my hands together. They have a spot where they talk about the music. And this was a thing that anybody knows me, right? One of my favorite things is music in games. And not just the fact that it goes with the environment, it goes with this note, like music conducting the game. When the game is played and you are the player, the music will choreograph itself to action. Dynamic, choreographable music, which is a big thing of, obviously, the game that I worked on, Killer Instinct. And that wasn't me, that was all Mick Gordon and Jed, who were the guys that were the original sound designers for the game. But to me personally, it's one of my favorite things of all time, and being able to do that in trailers for games has been one of my favorite things ever, right? I absolutely love it when music cuts itself to action. And I could tell you, when the behind-the-scenes demo, essentially the bombing run that you guys have seen now, everyone has got the chance to see that. You could actually experience the fact that, wow, you pay attention to the music and it choreographs to everything. Every moment has a crescendo where there's this low beat that happens when you're running around that's building and building and building, and when enemies come in, the goddamn trumpets kick in and everyone starts playing music as you are fighting. And I luckily can tell you, outside of the demo, this is extremely prevalent. Like, there are some moments in Chapter 2 where the music just makes it for me. Like, if there's one thing that I could tell you from Chapter 2, which is the destruction of Midgar after the reactor is blown, like, the music is just so, how the music sounds, how it makes you feel, the way it goes away at certain moments, the way they choose not to put any music, the way the music returns. Like, it's like the shit is grabbing your chest and then squeezing and letting it go. And then squeezing your chest and then it lets go. It is so good. And the cool part was that there's a moment in this interview where they specifically talk to the guys of the music and how they're talking about this style of music and how it works. And like literally how it's like a top class DJ, you know, changing the beats and the melodies so that everything feels like it flows appropriately. It is so good. It's just, and I know games have been doing this for a while, and some games have been doing it for some time. However, you're doing it now with Final Fantasy VII music. You know, you're doing it with an orchestrated, epic guitar remix, like all this FF7 music now comes together in this way where it's like, we're not just going to play a track. We're going to build to this track. We're going to build the tension of the scene. We're going to get that tension to as much as it possibly can, and then we're going to let go. Fuck them up. Like, oh my God. Doom is doing this. Exactly, and that's what I mean. Doom was a game where its music was done by Mick Gordon, and that was a big thing that me and Mick had in common when we were talking about the trailers. We love it when action goes to music. That's one of our, like, literal favorite things. So the fact that a big game like Final Fantasy VII that has such memorable music to so many people, the fact that the music isn't exactly the same, the fact that it takes things from other elements of Final Fantasy VII, not just the original game, and then it manages just to sequence them together, these guys are fucking genius. They spent a lot of time on this shit. And I'm just really glad that you get to see the dudes that are responsible for this stuff in this video, because they talk a bit about it. They get a solid like 3 minutes just to discuss music, and I think it's great, right? I think that's super good. So, very quickly, I want to highlight a spot. Maybe a moment. They show some shit talking about exploration, more exploration than the original by like a lot. They show a little bit of the Honeybee Inn. They show a lot more of other character interaction. There be some shit going, and they show a lot of stuff, okay? There's a whole game here. It isn't just this one spot of the game. It isn't just a one-to-one of the original. There's all these extra characters and all this stuff. Shit! Noctis is in it. I don't know. I think I just spoiled myself because I think I turned that off, right? I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure when I saw that, I turned it off. I should have looked away. I was kind of captivated, like, wait a minute, I haven't seen this. Wait a minute, I haven't seen that. And I just kept looking, so... God damn it. Stop looking! I'm looking, man. So chat, hold on a second. There's a shot of the characters on the lower plate looking up into the sky. And I don't know if if everyone remembers the original Final Fantasy VII as much as I do, but when you're on the lower plate, almost every camera angle is down, right? Every camera angle's from top to bottom. It's a PS1 game. You can't render all that shit. top to bottom camera angle. So you never get to see the sky, right? There's never, in FF7 original, the sky is not something that is really ever rendered. And when I'm talking about scale, this is what I am specifically talking about. This man right here. I believe this is the scenario writer for the original FF7. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh my, like, this shit, like, if, of all the things I've seen of FF7, a lot of the things that I've seen of this game so far, for some reason, this shit hits me hard. This shit hits me real hard. This is the moment where it's like, this isn't just, we're just remaking the game, right? This isn't, we're just gonna remake the game. This is now something that is completely different. Midgar isn't just a slum. Midgar isn't just an upper plate and a bottom plate. It's not just some references on the wall. It's not just a reactor. This place is fucking crazy. Look at that goddamn pizza. Look at that goddamn floating pizza up there, chat. And I don't know if it's because this is my favorite game of all time, FF7 original, but for me, like, Edge City in Advent Children was a very different depiction of Midgar, right? It was built outside of Midgar. Advent Children was a movie that was designed to be specifically FF7 but real, you know? We want to create a realistic depiction of Final Fantasy VII. That was like their whole point of that game, or of that movie, sorry. All I'm saying is, when you look at the scale of this world through this perspective, and they're only saying we're showing you this much. Look how the upper plating looks like stars. Dude, I mean, fuck, man. This is some Star Wars level shit. This is some, like, it's 1980, and you have never seen Star Wars before, and holy fuck. This is insane. This is insane. Is there confirmed a day-night cycle? I don't know, but we just saw it. I don't think it's gonna go from day to night. It'll probably be chapter-based. I'm assuming it would be chapter-based. I wouldn't bet that you're gonna be wait a minute, you do see a sunset in Midgar. I'm not gonna tell you where, but it's in the trailers. You do see a sunset. My head just blew the fuck up when I saw this. And it's just because this is the moment where it's like, okay, they weren't lying. I mean, we haven't seen everything yet, but just based on the scale, why would they build why would they build a world to look this good when you don't have things to do in it? They're gonna want you to spend as much time in this world doing shit, fighting things, mini games, traveling, like all this shit. I'm not gonna spoil myself anymore because I regret seeing this. This was the shit that this was 3 minutes in and I was like, fuck, and I just was thinking about it and I specifically turned it off. I think this is one of my favorite things in FF7 Remake, bar none. Like, I've ruined it for you guys, and I wish I was here. I wish I was here with everybody playing the game, and then I saw this for the first time. I'm just extremely happy. That's all I can say. I'm very happy with where they're going. I'm very happy with how it looks. Anyway. There's some other screenshots for this. We got some screen shits to look at. Sang render. There we go. I think Sang looks good, right? This is technically the biggest asshole of the Turks. And I don't even know how he's going to be really depicted. However, Sang does slap the shit out of Aerith in the face. I'm sorry, Aerith in the face. And that already makes him a hella bad guy. With gloves? But yeah, Sang looks good. I believe he gets jacked up in Advent Children, right? I believe this guy gets messed up in the original game. Or at the end of Advent Children. He comes back or something like that. So Don Corneo. This doesn't do much for me. This is better. To give him the worst facial hair of all time. Give him multiple chins. Many a chin. Just make him as repulsive as possible. Once again, Don Corneo and everything around the wall market, this shit looks like it came directly out of Yakuza, right? It just looks like it came something straight out of a Yakuza game from Sega. And I think that's a very good idea. I don't even know what this guy's name is. Roberto Ferrari designed him. So this is going to be the guy that makes you beautiful. I think Nomura even confirmed that when you go to the Honeybee Inn and you get the disguise and stuff like that, oh, there's going to be lore? I'll look up the lore. Oh, don't worry. He did say it is confirmed that you don't just get one costume. Like the original Final Fantasy VII, you're going to be dressed up in a variety of different costumes to impress the Dawn. Which is good, because that's a big part of the original FF7. Your costumes will change the outcome. So, please, 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 can we make Cloud look absolutely Hagrid? I just want a cutscene where someone fucks up his makeup, you get the dirty dank dress, you find this funky wig. I just want there to be Ultimo beautiful Cloud, sexy lingerie, one that looks pretty good, and then one that's like, Jesus, I'm gonna go look at these other two girls over here. I just want that, right? I think that would be hilarious. He just couldn't afford anything, right? He's trying his very best. He's trying his very best. I don't know who this guy is. We'll have to read about him in a second. Damn, this Noctis-ass Noctis looking dude. We're gonna find out who she is in a second too. We got brand new characters in here. Holy shit. Is this Tifa's dad? Actually, it really isn't Tifa's dad. Maybe Tifa's dad's brother? Oh wow, this is a shot from very early in the trailers. A shot from the demo? Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Okay, some sewer stuff. Very cute. That's, what's it called? Overflow? I think is what the ability was called from Barrett. Damn! I cannot wait for this game to come out on PC. I cannot wait for this game to come out on PC. Enemy skill materia! What? What? Chat, let me tell you about enemy skill materia. We're getting spoiled today. Oh, we're getting spoiled today. You could be a blue mage. Enemy skill materia is essentially blue mage shit. It's one of the most fun things in the original FF7 is hunting down the enemies that will actually give you enemy skills, just the way blue mage is fun, right? And they're sticking it in here. Gives you the chance to learn certain enemy techniques that you've endured and use them as abilities. These abilities can be used when the materia is set to your equipment. Oh god, I can't stop rubbing my hands together. Holy shit, dude. That makes me extremely happy. I didn't know if they were gonna add that in just due to enemy variety, but they did. Yeah, the game time says like 39 hours in this screenshot. Oh my god. Fuck. There's a advertisement for like the muscle gym over here. I think this is the costume shop guy over here. The dress shop. This is the weird barbecue place. Oh no, this is a straight bar. This is the Korean barbecue place. Remember that? In the original, you get the KBBQ plate and they give you like a what's it called? A ticket. Or something like that. 19 of 37. God. Okay. Yep, this is all leading up to the Dons. Motherfuckers are eating popcorn. How do you think you are? Wow. Wow, dude. Everything about the color scale here is so sick. God damn, the beams of light that are blasting through the top plate in between the other sectors. God damn. Oh, shit. Oh my fuck. Cloud what the record first tournament? They put in a fucking battle arena? They found a way to implement the battle arena before the Golden Saucer. I'm definitely spoiling myself today. I'm definitely regretting what I'm looking at. I definitely am regretting what I'm looking at. I need someone to be honest with me right now. I need someone to be super honest with me. We're at 24 of 37. Okay? There are still 13 more to go. For those of you that have seen the rest of these, Fuck it, I'm not stopping. Oh my god, they got the weird looking, crazy, pixely honeybees from the first game. Okay, that's good. That's very good. That's very, very good. Oh, that's very good. Oh, this is at the bottom of the Corneo mansion. This is the weird sex dungeon. That's also very good. Her necklace almost looks like it's planets and stars. That is very good. Just for the storytelling aspect of Final Fantasy being connected to space, that is really good. That's pretty good. Beginner's Hall. Oh shit! This is no shit tutorial room. This is the fucking tutorial room. Near Seventh Heaven. Oh my god, it's the same asshole! It's probably shooting a gun. They're on, the boxes are there. Is a chest gonna talk to me? Oh my god, it's a real game. It's not just the demo. I might have been wrong the whole time. Jukebox. What can you do with the jukebox? You can collect music CDs? Huh. I don't know if I love Leviathan's design. I think it only looks okay. Looks kind of safe. Looks kind of safe. That looks good, though. We're going to enter super spoiler zone here, because now I'm about to check out the deets. Leader of the Turks. Yes, they are a bunch of assholes, managing his eccentric subordinates. He's an old acquaintance of Aerith and has been keeping watch over her since she moved to the slums. You know what? I think they might change Sung a little bit. I think they might change this guy a little bit, just because I don't... There seemed to be a much deeper or different relationship between Sung and Aerith in Crisis Core. I think Sung is the one that slaps the shit out of her when she's on the helicopter. I don't know. We'll see, right? The lecherous scumbag and is the true ruler of Wall Market. He hosts nightly auditions for the next Miss Corneo. And although his mouth is as foul as his face, he has an uncanny way with people. Even the dregs of society are securely under his thumb. The owner of and dancer at the Honeybee Inn is a man of influence within the quarter. Well, what's his name? Andrea Rodea, with the authority to approve women for Corneo's auditions. Each night, he dazzles his crowd with performances that defy description. Always seeking perfection, he rigorously trains both his mind and body. Leslie Kyle. Don Corneo's lackey may look young, but he has the heart of an old curmudgeon. His dead-eyed stare and general apathy have earned him pride of place amongst the Don's men. This is one of the ain't got no time for you scrubs. By the way, this character is not in the original game. For anyone that doesn't know, this character is absolutely not in the original FF7. Madam M, the proprietress of a hand massage parlor in Wall Market. Like Andrea, she has a great deal of influence within the quarter. That includes the authority to approve women for Corneo's auditions. Be warned that she's a prideful sort, and only as courteous as her customers are deep-pocketed. Chocobo Sam. Chocobo handler in the Wall Market. Sam is another prominent figure with the authority to approve women for Corneo's auditions. Oh, so these are all the characters you're going to meet and have to get stuff from. He runs a delivery service called Sam's Delivery. He also happens to be an avid gambler, though he's hooked more on the rush than any money he may win. Chocobo Sam! The Wall Market, built on the ruins of the collapsed... Whoa. On the ruins of the collapsed Sector 6 plate, Wall Market is Midgar's biggest and most infamous entertainment quarter. So I get it. They're essentially turning Wall Market into Vegas. Wall Market just seemed like a dump, right? It just seemed like a dump where there's a bunch of stores and a bunch of weird stuff. But now they are directly turning Wall Market into Vegas, into Midgar Vegas. That's a good call. It's red light district. It's the debauchery, the debauchery gambling hub of Midgar. It's run by Don Corneo and is almost entirely free of Shinra's influence. It's incredibly lively and offers plenty of, let's say, intriguing ways to pass the lonely nights. The Corneo Coliseum. Oh my god, located beneath the bustling streets of the Wall Market, the Coliseum gives brave fighters the chance to engage in brutal battles against both man and monster. Wow, it is the Battle Coliseum. Winners of the Coliseum bout receive glory, fame, and a substantial reward. That is so sick. That shit is so sick. The Honeybee Inn, situated in Wall Market. The Honeybee Inn is the area's premier nightclub and offers nights who will ever forget, as its staff frequently reminds its patrons. Every night, audiences are dazzled by the Honeybee Inn's gorgeous cast of honey girls and boys. The unique venue also provides private rooms for its more discerning customers, allowing them to enjoy time in private with the performers of their choice. Damn, they did not pull back on that shit at all. I thought it was just gonna be like a dance club or something. I thought they were just going to make it like, oh, they're gonna make it like a cabaret club. That's cute, right? No, there's like, no, it's a brothel. It's still a brothel. I thought they were gonna censor that. No shit. At one point in the story, Tifa and Aerith glam themselves up to infiltrate Don Corneo's mansion. Cloud is left with no choice but to dress to impress. Okay, nothing's spoiling here. Each character has multiple costumes too. Oh, each character, each. The jukebox. While you wander around town, you may come across areas playing special music. You can get these songs as music discs from shops or citizens, so Final Fantasy 15. You can acquire a disc, an icon will appear at the top left of the screen. Once collected, you can play a disc at any jukebox. This can be found in Tifa's bar. I'm going to assume that... I'm going to make an assumption that you don't just play them at 7th Heaven. Right? I'm going to make an assumption that these can be played in other places. Yep, well there we go. That's all there is for Final Fantasy VII. I completely spoiled myself. I did it. I completely spoiled myself. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'm just very happy that everything looks as good as it does. And I feel that this was almost a direct answer to a lot of the criticisms that many people were having after the Bombing Run demo, that a few people had, right? Everyone was kind of saying, right, these big scripted sort of linear story sequences are really good, but what do you do in the game, right? What do you do outside of these big event things? Is there even anything to do? And I feel like this, all the stuff that they're showing off here is a direct response to that. This is them going like, oh, so here's some of the worlds. Here's some of the stuff you can do. Here's the areas you go to. Here's the NPCs you're gonna meet. Here's some of that stuff. Not all of it. Not all of it. But some of that stuff. I truly think that for everyone saying, everything's being spoiled, we've seen the whole game already. I don't know, man. I don't really think that's the case at all. I think we're gonna get surprised how much shit is in there. And I hope so. That's all. I personally hope so. I could be wrong. I was wrong. This game was seemingly fake for a very long time, and now it seems to be real.